Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming here to be a part of my peer panel today to review my inquiry action plan for the spring semester in my second year of teaching. And basically, right now, what I'd like to do is kind of go over and show you what I've been doing within the Haiku website. As you can see, the Haiku website kind of does a its own layout for itself as far as creating boxes and resources and calendars where you can simply just log in and be able to post things to individual classes at any given time. You can see I kind of put my announcements, the more pertinent things on top. I'm able to not only talk about assignments that are in my class, but I can also talk about pertinent information that may apply to my students as far as like right here we have the weekly tutoring lab funded by BTSA that's been going on yearly and other things going on throughout the year. So on the right hand side, I have all my PowerPoints for any presentation that I give in class. It's always there for them to be able to reference. One of the things that I noticed from last year was that I would give my kids great tools and resources to use in the form of handouts, and then I would have them keep them in a binder in my room. But the only problem with that was they wouldn't have access to that material when they got home. So I tried to do it differently this year where they would have everything available to them via accessing their Google Drive at home and being able to access our Haiku website at home. Right now, my students are working on a career resume and college application. It kind of flows with the whole idea of them participating more within their IEP and what we've been discussing within our department as far as transition and helping them build from the transition from high school into college or a career path. Um, so you can kind of see the outline of the website here. One of the things that I have my students do is discussion boards. It's one way for me to be able to assess and check in with them while also allowing them to collaborate with fellow students. So if you open up the discussion board, there will be a prompt where they can reply to it. Typically, I give them 2 dates, or their initial post for this one was due Thursday, October 29th, and then they needed to reply to two of their classmates by the following week, November 3rd. This one was simply asking them, please describe an online tool that you currently use to help you with homework or studying, write a little bit about it, and then talk about how you use it and why you think it would be useful to others. So I got some great ideas, and people were able to collaborate through here and communicate with each other in a very meaningful way, and I think the students really got a lot out of it and were able to utilize and learn more from their peers more than just hearing it from myself. So discussion boards is one way that I've gone about assessing my students, and one of the nice things about it too is it allows me to look at their writing and how they're writing. Are they communicating clearly? Are they writing full sentences? Things like that. So just going beyond the assignment and just looking at their writing overall. The other thing that I've had them do is kind of two birds with one stone. I had them do a backwards planning journal entry. So a journal, when you do it in haiku, is something that's only shared with the teacher. So this isn't something that another student would be able to collaborate with them on. It's great in terms of getting them to access technology, allowing me to be able to read it at any given time. So it's not like I'm hauling papers with me back and forth. And also, it gives them some time to be able to go home and actually think about the topic at hand and respond thoroughly and concisely to the question. So this one was actually one that we did as far as planning backwards for a big project or assignment. So if they had a project, say, that was due on a Friday, I wanted them to plan 4 days in advance as far as how they would complete that assignment. So if you open it up, you can kind of see who had finished it, who had done it, and then if you specifically open up their journal, they would backwards plan given numerous dates as far as, okay, here she's backwards planning for all of her college apps. So what are the steps that she's going to take in order to do that? So that's another way that she can communicate with me. I can make sure my students are on task, not only with their big projects, but also it gets them the skill of being able to plan in advance for those big upcoming projects and assignments, a lot of things that those organizational skills that our students struggle with. So this was a meaningful thing that my students were able to work on within the website. And I think the nice thing that my students really like about this is it logs everything in here for them, and it kind of keeps a digital portfolio so they can always reference everything in here and have access to. So anyways, let's discuss what you've kind of seen here today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you again for being a part of this. I appreciate it.